Okay, what's going on, people? Welcome to the live stream. SmartHelping.com is the site, and we're working in Excel per usual. Assisted living facility is the model I'm building. It's going pretty well. We're going to continue on that today. Before we get started, let's look at review some things first of all, and let me send out the link to Twitter before I get started. And the sound is working. That's great. Okay, so let's look at. I just want to go over something because I've added a lot of stuff to the site. So I've started doing number one updates. Whenever I update anything, usually like if I do a smaller update to a model, I'm not going to completely redo the entire video for that. But like here you can see I added discounted cash flow analysis to the preferred equity and preferred return joint venture spreadsheets. So this was not I don't want to do a full new video on the product page, like on the preferred equity product page, but I just want to update you on what happened in doing a video on the update just under the new section of the site. So all the latest stuff will be there on what I've been doing to different templates. Here you can see I added an Excel version of a couple of the Google Sheet templates. It was tough because there was dynamic arrays, so there was some work to do there. I built a free discount, or not free. I wrote a post about discounting future negative cash flows. Um, Added a rolling credit facility to the lending business model. This one was actually pretty intense, and it was really, really cool logic. So for that optionality, um, oh, I did a free net worth tracker. So yeah, keep in mind that'll be there. And again, you can check out all the models at smarthelping.com. Financial models tab at the top. You can buy everything for $9.99. Or you can shop by category. We've got SaaS, PaaS, just a bunch of different recurring revenue structures and financial models here. Also have some trackers for pricing and margins. This is a really good template, the pricing simulator, rolling revenue forecast, and tracking the key metrics like lifetime value and CAC over time. You can do this with actuals, real estate models, mobile home park, multifamily, self-storage. I'm going to actually put, so the model we're doing now, the assisted living facility, I'm going to put in here as well as it's going to go into the industry specific bundle here. We've also got joint venture stuff, just all kinds of templates. So there's the update to the site. Um, let's jump in here. So I had my wife talking to me about a lot of this because she worked in assisted living for a little bit, and we had some really nice revenue structures. So right now the template is you've got 6 different types of rooms, and then each room type can have up to 6 different tiers of care. So like if you're if you're a resident, you have to pay this much per month for the base room, and then depending on the level of care you're getting, you have to pay another extra amount per month. Apparently, assisted living facilities are pretty lucrative from what I'm hearing. They're not as intensive as the nursing homes as far as like what has to be done to the take care of the residents. But we're going to try to model out all aspects so that any kind of feasibilities can be done here. So you've got the price per room, you've got the count that you expect of each tier of care for each of the room types. So like for this room type, we're saying 12 on average might be for tier 1, 20 for tier 2, etc. And I could probably we can drag this down and put it next to each one just so you can see this is tier 1 through 6 for tiers of care. Then you've got occupancy, so obviously you probably won't fill up all the rooms right away. It'll take some time, and then you can have the monthly improvement in occupancy, compound that number, and then you've got to stabilize the occupancy that it will never go over in the long run. And you can define this for each of the tiers of care for each room type, so very granular here. Also, ancillary revenues we added just general other revenues like parking, pill management, pets, all kinds of different stuff you might charge extra for. So that's what we did basically yesterday. I also added a development cost schedule. So like the acquisition, if you're buying this to operate it, you'd put those costs in here. And you can do it by month. It doesn't have to be all at one time. Also, development costs if you're going to develop a facility. You might have construction, hard, all kinds of different costs. And then I've got a bunch of different cost sections. So these are just all like the startup initial costs. You can also define of all those how much you want to finance, and there's a really cool debt schedule that um, I gotta adjust some of the references because it's referencing a different workbook that I built, the mixed use real estate model. But this is really nice, and you could do, a development loan that lasts for some amount of time with some interest rate, and it can accrue or not. Then a P&I loan, and then a refi on that. So it's looking pretty good. So right today, what I need to do is look at expenses because we know how much revenue we can make in theory, and we'll extrapolate all this out into a monthly detail schedule. Uh, but what I need to know now is like staffing, all of that kind of thing, which I might have to research, see if my wife knows anything, has any insights. We'll see. Um, so, well, let's bring her in here. Hun, so what about costs here? So nursing, staffing, all that. What's that? What should that be based on? Hold on. So expense, put staff, and then we'll have a different tab for costs, other operating costs. So for staff, is there multiple housekeepers potentially? All right, let's just do housekeepers. This is just for single facility, so let's just say there's 5 maximum. I'll clean this up. Just description. Now starting, so we can give. Now, are they all with benefits or only some? We'll just do a separate row that marks if it's benefits. Actually, percentage for benefits or payroll taxes. Okay, so description. So we got housekeepers. What else do we need? Kitchen. How much in the kitchen staff? How many? Hold on. Dietitian, multiple dietitians possibly or no? Usually just one. One dietitian, kitchen manager. What else? What about kitchen managers? Just one. Cooks. We'll do up to 4 of these. Kitchen aides, maybe 5. Okay, what else? So we got housekeepers, kitchen stuff, nurses. Now, how should that be based on the sizing of the? Actually, we can just manually do it. So nurse, what's the first type of nurse? Or just nurse, director of nursing, and then what? Nurse 1 through like 10, I guess. Ooh, up to 20. I mean, yeah, because they could be big. These could be bigger facilities. They could be smaller. So we don't want to do too little. So 20 is a good number. We'll do 25. Okay. Yeah, what if it was a giant facility? It's easier to remove than to try to add more for people, so the more the better. And they could always change the line item to say something else if they don't use it for nursing. These are all editable, but okay. 30? Holy cow. See, these are things I wonder for nurses in these we could probably just write a count and then maybe put because they're all make around the same, right? Roughly. Or maybe two different nurse types. Okay. So RN, hold on. I'm gonna put these in a different section. Um, multiple head count items. So RN, uh, total count, salary. We'll say monthly salary. Okay. So RNs you might have four. Okay. Uh, I think I'll just apply a general broad percentage increase in costs over time. Salary increase as a percentage. Okay, RN, what other types? How many of those? And these are just arbitrary, but I just want to just so it's in here. Okay, what else? Is that STN? Okay, all right. How many of those? All right. Let's put start month in here too. Uh, okay. What was after STNA? Caregivers. All right. Caregivers like 10, 5, 15. Okay. Any other large quantity head counts, which is two or more? Oh, no, it's fine. Managing partners. It's like a general manager, probably. All right. right. Yeah, we're gonna do these a little different. I'm just gonna do a starting monthly cost and then a percentage increase per year. Uh, salary. Okay, so we'll do. Oh yeah, I'm not done with this. Oh shoot, we're going for how many years are we making this for? 10, I think. Yeah, 10 years. Okay. So these are just salaried positions. So we've got managing partners, housekeepers, dietitian, kitchen manager, cooks, kitchen aides, director of nursing. Then you've got RNs, LPNs, STNAs, caregivers. Now, how does that work? So the assisted living facility pays an agency, and then the agency pays you all your benefits and stuff. So it's just like a fixed cost. Right. Is it usually or just for? All right, let's just do outsource outsource therapy. And then you've got, the SLP. I know that one because that's what Brittany was. What else do you got? OT, occupational therapist, physical therapist, and all the assistants, all of them are all outsourced. The assistants, they're all outsourced. Does SLP ever have an assistant? All right. Uh, OT assistant, one, two, three. Oh, CODA. And how many of those are there? Like, we'll just do five. And then physical therapists, what are their assistants? We'll just do three. Other outsourced therapy slot. Okay. So they have a start month. They have a. I guess this would be the amount that the. Yeah, and the outsource it has to figure out how much to charge. So, and they're probably going to charge based on a rate per month per type. Oh man. Well, all I care about is what is the assisted living facility paying out as an expense? Are they paying your agency like if you do they pay the agency $2,000 a month to have you there or some number? Right, but they have to pay something for you. Well, I think either way, you could either define it as a one full lump sum per month or break it down into the different therapists because I'm sure I'm sure the agency says, okay, here's an occupational therapist in 5 codas. That's going to be for the occupational therapist, $500 a month. For the codas, $250 a month. Now, all your billing goes through insurance. So it's not like the assisted living facility is paying all of your salary plus a bonus plus a margin for the agency. They just have to pay some fee because the agency is essentially helping them with staffing. And either way, you could define it. Yeah. So you can just define. Let's say it's 500, 750, 250, and you could add them all up, and it'll be you could just make sure the lump sum matches the total, or you could just do it individually. This is fine. Okay. Hey, we got a couple viewers in there. All right, so you've got outsourced therapy. You've got now. Does the facility pay the RNs and LPNs and all that directly? I'm assuming they're on their own payroll. Okay, and obviously all these people are. So these are going to have a benefits percentage, payroll taxes, all that stuff for these. Um, okay, we'll have year one costs. Oh, hold on. Let's add another 10 slots for just other miscellaneous head counts. So you got admission coordinator. Let's put other positions. Okay, so you've got a whole bunch of different positions here for that. Well, that's not regular though. There's just some cost for that, so that probably just. Oh, really? So would it depend on the bed count, how many there are that are coming? And they just pay a fee for them to come every month, I'm assuming. They're not on payroll like payroll taxes, they're just getting a fee. Okay, so let's just put out we'll just do outsourced therapy and professionals. And we'll just make this why not? All right, fine. You got outsourced therapy and then you've got other outsourced professionals. You see why they charge so much? There's a lot of costs going into this. Okay. Doctor, audiologist, and let's say they pay the doctor probably who knows what, $10,000 a month, 5,000. I have no idea. It's probably more. Yep. Okay, so we've got these positions, which are just fixed monthly costs. These are scaled counts. Outsourced therapy, outsourced professionals. Uh, what? Huh? Well, I've got 12 extra slots on top of like all the housekeepers, cooks, kitchen aides, admin assistant. I got 12 extra slots. Is that enough or no? Okay, we'll add a couple more. Okay, activities. Head count. No. Multiple head count people. Outsourced therapy. So these are monthly fee paid to agency for staff. These are just contracts, uh, fees, monthly fee paid to. Well, it'd go under outsourced therapy. There's 8 extra slots here for that. I mean, I could add a couple more. So there's a budget for other outsourced therapy or whatever per month, and you could do up to now. There's actually 11 extra slots there. Okay. Oh, I mean, this is great progress here. Um, Percentage for payroll. All right, so we got. Let's put in start month. So all these things have a start month. We'll just stagger them just so I can make sure the logic is working. Oh, whoops. Start month over here. So that you don't have to do everything all at once. You could define when each of these things begins. Monthly fee paid. And then everything is just going to increase. So we have year one. Oh, wait, hold on. All right. Uh, let's just put 5,000 for all these different people. Start month now percentage for payroll tax and benefits. Oh yeah, I'm only on staffing still. I haven't even gotten to general operating expenses, like for rent, rent, legal fees, insurance, accountants, and utility, all that stuff. Okay, so payroll tax and benefits, percentage of salary, salary. Now these are going to be a little different. We're going to have to move this over. Okay, to move this over as well. I guess we could just do a total count on that. So it's uniform. These will just be all one. You could change it potentially. Count, monthly salary, payroll tax. Now these guys, you can also put a count here. What a great model this is shaping up to be. All right, head counts. Also put these so they can be grouped together. Okay, start month count, salary benefits. Start month count, salary, count, monthly fee paid. No, okay, so these have no payroll tax benefits. Same logic here. So outsourcing is just a monthly fee that the facility has to pay. Here, it's a monthly fee. Okay, I think this is good. So we have the starting amount now. So year one, let's format this. Oh, okay, here's your year. So starting amount was just going to be a fixed. This is your cost. Now I guess we could put a different increase for what's outsourced versus what is in-house for salary positions. So we'll say yearly increase in salaries and then yearly increase in outsourcing. So maybe 2%. Oh, and then we just apply. So we go, well, let's just do all these first. Oh, actually, we got to go this times that. So if you got 4 of these, 5,000 is 20,000 a month, etc. Okay. So there's our year one labor costs, and we just do simply that times 1 plus the increase in salaries in-house. Okay, so that's down here. Now for this, these are salary, and then for these, outsourcing, we'll use the other percentage. Just because it might be possible that you're paying, you have a different plan for how salaries go up that you're paying versus what you're paying it to outsourcing agencies. Okay, and then that we could just simply drag this over. So this is a monthly cost in each year of these different staff types. All right, this is pretty smooth. Granular makes sense. I can reference this in the monthly detail easily. Different start months, so this will be, we'll have to do every single row in the monthly detail, not aggregate. Let's see, am I missing anything else? So here's my reference for the month. Now I'll have to do a matrix schedule for this. Rest of these should be fine. Okay, that looks good. Oh, let's do so you can kind of see better. Oh, no, stop. Okay, all these we'll put squares on. So you can really see all the way across. Okay, perfect. Well, that's good. So that's staff. We'll have other like OpEx. These will be stuff, just a general, we'll just go like this. Now these have nothing to do with payroll taxes or anything. This is going to be fixed monthly costs that still can increase over time, but they're going to be, you know, utilities, legal, uh, I guess food. You got to buy the food costs, and I will just assign a percentage increase to those as well. So year one is that, and then we just, oh, it's already working. Other fixed. All right. So utilities, legal fees, food costs, other fixed costs. And got a whole bunch of different ones here. You could put in the start month of each, as well as what the monthly cost is, and then increasing that over time. Okay, we'll add a couple more here. It's got quite a bit of fixed costs outside of staffing. 52 items is probably good. Okay. So staffing's built, other costs are built. That I have to do. This is going to be done after the monthly detail's done, so I can't do anything there yet. Whoa, we got some 5 viewers here. What's going on, guys? What's going on? I've had my wife here. We really built out the staffing for like the assisted living uh, facility here. Worked really well. Very granular, very specific to this type of an operation. And so we've got all our revenue stuff, staffing. Oh, Brittany, is there any other costs? So I've got utilities, legal fees, food costs, any other like fixed general costs that you could think of that are specific to medical supplies, cleaning supplies, oh, insurance. Anything else? Okay, that's fine. I've got yeah, I've got 52 spaces here. So there's plenty. Yeah, this is going to be a great 10-year operating model. Um, well, so we got development, revenue, staffing, other costs, debt. I guess at this point, it's just a matter of building out the monthly detail. Now, I am, man, I did not plan on getting busy here right at the end, you guys. I was ready to call it a day. Um, so Well, so pro forma detail, I mean, we could start with the bed counts. There's so much logic I have to build out in matrix tabs and stuff to make all this stuff work dynamically. The first part, which is done, is now it's all laid out. Um, this part's going to be a little bit difficult with the head counts driven. Well, actually, Uh, actually, let's think about this real quick. So we have these four items are where you have like 10 plus usually. I know we got four for the RNs, but we've got a bunch here and we need to, let's see, how do we do, yeah, because these have to be separate. So I can't really just do an aggregate year one total. What if there's five of these? Like for here, there's five, and then, well, I guess they'd all start at the same month. So whenever they do start, I just pull whatever the year is of the cost. Okay, so that might not be too bad if that works, I think. So February, we'd pull whatever the cost is in year one. Now, if it doesn't start till the next year, I guess this is just whatever is here doesn't get counted, which is fine. This is just a reference, so I don't have to do multiple calculations in the monthly detail tab. I can just reference this per year. Oh, I know. So I also want to show total aggregate head counts. So I'm going to have to do, I guess I could sum ifs the total head counts column based on any dates greater than or equal to the month of the on the model. Okay, so that's fine. I believe the structure will work just fine. Um, well, all right. Dang, oh, we're moving on up, guys. 7 viewers, man. I wish you guys were here 45 minutes ago when I got all the cool stuff done. You guys missed it. Uh, I'm out of gas now. We got basically what we did today is all this staffing logic, which is pretty nice. Um, well, I mean, I'm out of gas, and I worked for about 3 hours before the stream on different projects for just Excel stuff. So I am beat. So all right, tomorrow the plan is we're gonna get this revenue, all these assumptions. We're gonna get into a nice monthly detail so we can start building this and then build the financial statements and everything else. And then we'll try to get the costs in there for staff and all that stuff. And once we have the full monthly cash flow done, we can go back into this debt schedule and do draws for the development loan or any acquisition costs. Now, I guess technically this would also count for burn, but it's likely that this, I have to think about this one because this was built for a mixed use real estate template. And it was really nice because it's got the monthly draws. You got an option to do then a P&I loan after if you're financing any of the development costs or acquisition, and then potentially a refi at some point in the future. But what if we have operating burn? There's no way to distinguish between that unless I say, what's the maximum? I only draw from that based on the maximum development month that has a number in it. So I guess I could build that logic in, like have an aggregate total going across here, and I just pull the month number with the biggest number, and that's just my stop month for development. And at that point, any future cash flow shortfalls would be considered operational burn and not startup costs or development and acquisition costs. Now in that case, okay, so that's fine. Uh, then any other negative cash flow would be equity, and then this is only you can define the percentage of the development or acquisition that's financed. So potentially you're gonna have to come up with equity no matter what there. Now, it would be assumed that on the development, you're not going to start revenue and staffing in month one if you're going to be doing development for the first 6 months. But you can assign that, you can update these dates to whatever makes sense for your situation and when the development is happening and all that. So I believe that's just great. That works great. Um, Now the question is uh, revenue assumptions. So there's no start month here. I don't want to put a start month for each individual room type. It's, I mean, 99 out of 100 times it's probably going to be a situation where you build a facility and then everything starts all at once and you have this many rooms. Now you can define occupancy. So it could start at a low percentage and then move up by this percent per month. We just need a starting month that everything begins. And I'm going to put that up here actually. So this is something I had needed to add. So actually, did I thought I put that somewhere. Hold on. I did. I know I did. On the global control, month rooms open. So I actually did put this here. So this will drive all of the revenue when the revenue can begin. Okay, so that's already there. Do this. Okay, we're looking good here. It's a great model. Guys, remember, check out smarthelping.com if you haven't. I'm going to be done streaming here for today, but tomorrow we'll get back at it and get going. Um, I do all kinds of different models for all different industries. You can buy everything on the whole site for $9.99 or shop by category. The model I'm doing right now, the assisted living facility, is going to be added to the real estate bundle. So I'll add it to here, no extra increase in any prices. I'm also going to add it to the industry specific financial model bundle. So it'll be in here. And the price of this assisted living facility template, I think I'll do, I think probably 75 because I've got very specific knowledge on this. And so it's more valuable. Also, it's not like your everyday person's going out and starting a nursing home or whatever. So if somebody's actually going to use this, they're going to be dealing with millions of dollars, possibly tens of millions. So the price is almost irrelevant. Like if it's gonna work, it's valuable beyond anything. So like I could charge $1,000, it would be nothing for the person to get it. But I think $75 is where we'll sit on this one. Alrighty, well that's all I got for you today. Any chat? Nope, no chat. You guys are always quiet. That's fine. No worries. I'll see you tomorrow. We'll be back in at 10 a.m. Eastern sharp.